is going on, everybody? How are we doing on this fine Thursday night? It's a jank fest here at Q2C VR Gamer Live. We don't know what the hell we are doing. It seems that I have the best internet out of anybody, and I'm in a hotel in Vegas. Todd's internet just shit the bed. Can't get online. I don't know what the hell's going on,
My
man.
God, I'm now tethered to my cell phone so that I can do this from the
Wow.
comfort of my basement.
Who isn't tethered to their cell phone nowadays, man?
Right?
It's 2022. Time to tether to your cell phone and broadcast live.
That's right.
How are we doing, everybody? Thanks for coming and hanging out with us tonight. We are live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. This is Q2C VR Gamer Live. Thanks for coming and hanging out. I am live from Las Vegas at the Consumer Electronics Show at CES, and Todd is live from Canada, where it's about minus 400 degrees, and his testicles are
Yes,
frozen to the chair.
that's correct. All
So,
facts.
yeah, well, you can't deny it. I mean, you're showing me pictures of 4 feet of snow. Although it's
supposed to get to like +2 on Sunday, so it's just all melt, and then we'll have flooding everywhere. So that's fun.
Oh yeah. Isn't nature wonderful? It is chilly here though in Vegas. You think Vegas and you're like, yeah, it's got to be like 80s, 70s, 80s. It's like 40 degrees here.
Yeah, it can get cold. We used to do the rock and roll marathons, and we've done the Vegas one a couple times, and it can be pretty cold there in the wintertime. Chilly, I wouldn't say cold. But.
Yeah. Vegas is a cool town, man. I haven't been here in a long time, probably like 8 or 9 years, and COVID hit it pretty hard last year, and they shut everything down. Apparently, I was talking to some of the Uber drivers and stuff. They actually were like boarding casinos up last year and stuff. So
Yeah,
they're just happy to have a CES show back in town. It is back here, and it is full swing. It is diminished. We'll tell you that. I've never been to CES before, so this is my first time. I really don't know, but I've been talking to a million people here that have come to many of these before, and they're telling me it's probably around half capacity of that it normally is. To me, it still seems like there's a shit ton of people here, but there's nobody fighting to get to the booths, I guess, like there normally is. I mean, I guess normally there's so many people trying to get in and talk to these people at the booths that you really have no other choice but to make appointments to get in and do these things and to see these people and do stuff. And I can tell you that I saw some cool shit today, and I didn't have to make any appointments. I have appointments made with other people, but there was certain things I wanted to see. I didn't have appointments to go see. Zoomed right in. You know what I mean?
really, that's cool.
Yeah.
Let's bring chat up here so we can see who's here.
Yeah, I was about to say, let's say hi to some people in chat because I cannot find us on Facebook, Todd. I've refreshed my page about 10 times and I just do not see us there anywhere. So, if anybody's out there and Facebook and you're out there and can chat and you see us live, give me a heads up and say, hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm going to
sometimes
switch
there's
over
a delay with it.
I'm going to switch over to YouTube.
Facebook users.
Yeah, well, it might not be on there. I'm going to switch over to YouTube and just say hi to some people on YouTube. We have got Michelle Dillon's here. What's going on, Michelle? How are you? Thanks for coming and hanging out. I appreciate it. Traveling Man is here. Mepper is here. Who else is here? We got Chi-Town D is here. Chi-Town D, not Chinatown D. Chi-Town D got herself a PS5 today.
Oh, no way.
That's really loud. Yeah, she got herself a PlayStation 5. It was either today or yesterday she got it. I think it was today. I think it was this morning, man. She picked it up. But she's been looking forever to get a PlayStation 5. So congratulations to Chi-Town D, or Denise Detlef, as most people know.
She did it.
Yeah. We got Meppers. I think I said Mepper's here. Alex Kaboko is here. Wolveraza is here. What's up, Wolveraza? How you doing? Define Tech is here. Let's see. Cast of hundreds, maybe tens or fives, something like that. Techno Glitch is here. What's going on, man? So yeah, Todd, I don't know if we're live in Facebook, but if we're not, we'll work it out because we're live in YouTube and we're live in Twitch, and that's all that really matters. And we got some cool stuff to talk about, man. We got saw some amazing things today, and this week, and totally actually, I've seen some amazing things, and I saw Saw a lot of cool tech, and you shaved your beard.
No,
Todd
it wasn't.
Todd looks
It
so
wasn't
different, isn't
intentional.
everybody? So Todd's been a little busy at home with work, and we're getting ready to do the show, I think, and we're doing a little bit later than normal because I'm in Vegas, and I think he went to trim his beard. What'd you do?
Yep, I have an electric razor with a big thing on the end that I normally just zip 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 to trim off all the weird stragglers, and I had the wrong end on it, and I wasn't looking in the mirror. I was on my phone, and I'm doing this, and then I looked up, and I was like, "Oh my god! I just shaved off my beard."
I
Yeah,
think you're drunk. I think you were drunk. You might have been drunk.
I was half asleep. I've been working so much lately that yeah, I was not happy.
Yeah.
My daughter came home. She went and got her haircut with mom today, and she came home. She came downstairs and saw me, and she almost cried.
What did you do, Dad?
Yeah,
Shaved your beard off, man. Oh, that's too funny. It's too funny. Yeah, we're going a little bit late tonight, guys, and I do apologize for that. Especially to Todd too, because it's quite a bit later. For me, it's only it's like I don't know where I am. It's only like 9:30. But
yeah,
for those on the East Coast, it's 12:30, and we appreciate everybody hanging out and hanging with us. But yeah, we needed to go a little bit late tonight because in the last minute, I got invited to like this cool thing. A lot of the VR community got together, whether it be manufacturers of VR or some content creators, and they decided to put a little event on just to kind of bring everybody into one room. And I was invited to go do that. And last minute, I just had to go. I was like, I can't pass this up. There was going to be some really cool people there that I wanted to meet and see, and it was nice to get into a room with all like-minded people who have a passion for virtual reality and do this stuff. And some of these guys do this stuff for a living, and it was nice to be invited and go there and check it out. So yeah, so it was cool. I appreciate everybody, being up a couple extra hours to come and check and hang with us and hear some cool stuff. So
yeah.
I was, it gave me a chance to go out and be able to and be able to check some of these people out. And we thought about maybe postponing the show, but there's so much cool stuff I just want to tell you guys about that I saw today that I didn't think it would be fair to do that. So we're here. You know what I mean?
We are here. Yeah, it looks like Facebook is not working.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
So I posted a link to the YouTube. Hopefully, people can click over. Twitch is working. So I don't know. Jank, I tell you, jank.
YouTube or Facebook can be a fickle bitch. That's just what I figured out.
Big time. Big time.
Yeah. So yeah, let me tell you guys a little bit about what's been going on. So I got here into Las Vegas on Sunday night because we had 2 days of press days. So I had Monday and Tuesday were just media days. The show actually wasn't open yet, but a lot of these big companies were doing press conferences, and there was a media night to show off some smaller tech of a couple of things. Like a small booths. You know what I mean? Not huge booths, very small booths over at Mandalay Bay. Not even at the normal show floor, but it was just like a small event just for the media, so we could see some of these new products before the mass amounts of people that are allowed into the show can see them on Wednesday, because that's when the normal show opens on Wednesday. So that was a cool thing. I got a chance to talk to some people that kind of privately that I might not have had a chance to talk to, and I saw some cool stuff. Did you see these? I sent Todd. I sent you some of the pictures, right, of the shift doll or something like that. Shift doll, the guy with the he had the thing up in his mouth.
Oh
It's
yeah.
like so basically what this is, the shift doll it's there's like 3 different products they have. They have body trackers. They have a full body tracking system that they have available for $237. And then they also have this voice canceling system. And it basically looks like a box that you put over your mouth that you can basically scream into, and nobody outside of your virtual reality can hear it. So if you want to be in VR chat, but you don't want anybody in your room to hear you, but you still want to be able to talk, you put this thing, here's the picture. You put this thing over your mouth, and basically you can scream in VR, and nobody can hear you at all, man. It's too funny. This gave me such weird You ever see that movie?
That looks weird.
Oh my God! You should say when he's doing this. At some point, he got down. I don't know if I sent you the picture. He was down on his knees, and he had this on like this, and he put his hands behind his back, and I'm like,
Oh
"Oh
my
my
God.
God!" I had visions. There's a
Pulp
movie out
Fiction.
there. Yeah, there's a movie out there called The Human Centipede. Have you ever heard of it?
No.
It's the freakiest movie you've ever seen, man. It's about like some crazy scientist who like I can't even talk about it because it's such a weird movie. But the scientist basically sews people's mouths to people's asses in a long line, and this is what this looks like. It's called The Human Centipede. Go check this thing out, man, if you want to get freaked out about a movie. But that's what this looked like when he was down. He was like I said, he was on his knees. But there was some pretty cool tech with it, though. I mean, it was forget about the noise canceling thing. I was like, oh, okay, this is kind of hokey. But they did have some really cool stuff. Besides that, the body trackers. I think I sent you a picture of the body trackers where it's two pictures. It's him on the floor, and yeah, I saw these three guys there. That was
That's what it
everybody
reminded
there.
me of.
This was everybody at the show, pretty much.
Yeah.
This is a bunch
So
of tech
excited
nerds
to be
together
there.
hanging out. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
right.
absolutely. But this guy, this from Shiftall, he did have the body tracking was really cool, and he actually had himself with a Quest 2 on, and had all these body trackers on, and then he had himself. He was kind of like down on the floor, and you could see the avatar in VR chat mimicking the same exact movements. Yeah, here you go. Here is him on the floor. He's kind of like in this squatting position with a Quest 2 headset on. And then I took a picture of, he's doing this all through a laptop, and you can see there's a picture of the avatar in VR chat mimicking the exact same movements one to one. And I got to say, even running on a laptop, it was super smooth, man. And I was impressed. To have full body tracking, you can see he's got a tracker on his stomach, he's got two trackers on his legs, and he's got two trackers on his feet. So yeah, there's the avatar in on the screen.
That
Look
would
at
do the
Todd
same thing.
with hands tied behind your back. Look at you
I,
producing the
I
show like
tell you,
crazy.
right? I'm clicking
tethered to
around
your
like you have no idea.
tethered to your phone. But yeah, I was impressed with the tracking on it. So this was, like I said, this was just an event for the press that people saw him. And he's going to be on the show floor. Shiftall will be on the show floor, but I haven't had a chance to see them yet. I was there all day today, and I haven't seen their booth yet. I'm not sure where they are. I'll find them tomorrow, hopefully, to get a little bit better look because they do have a set of glasses too. These are VR glasses that looked really small. They were black. They were rounded. It looked like small, like the Vive Flow, maybe even a little bit smaller. But this was complete VR. Now during the show, I was unable to put it on my head and check them out, but I was super impressed, man. It was just the way they looked, and you could see him moving his head, and I could see what he saw in VR. Yeah, that was a good picture of them on the guy's face. Yeah, yeah. They're super small. They're just glasses, but
Yeah.
I could
And those are
see.
VR glasses.
These are VR glasses. They're claiming them as VR AR, but he was using them in virtual reality with VR chat. So, I mean, to me, that's VR. You're in a complete VR,
Yeah.
environment at that point. You're in VR chat, so that's a VR headset. Yeah, I was impressed, man. I was impressed. He did use. I can tell you this. He used the Quest 2 more than anything else. He was even showing those glasses. Those glasses are pretty cool, and actually, sadly, it's Bradley was at the booth, and he did get a chance to try them on and show them a little bit. So he does have a little bit of a video up on those. He was impressed with
Cool.
them too. So yeah, yeah. But yeah, there's some really cool people at the show. Mentioned sadly, it's Bradley. I hooked up with Skiva today from Between Realities. Between Realities is a great VR talk show with Alex Milland, who I also saw today. I saw Alex. Todd, I sent you a couple of pictures. If you want to pop those up, I sent them to you in Messenger. If you can pop them up. But yeah, I got a chance to go out tonight. I hooked up with Skiva today, and there was a couple other people. I hooked up
Yeah,
with
I don't
Z
know who these
Storm
people are.
from Z Storm Gaming, and then I hooked up with again. I saw Alex Milan at the B Haptics booth. B Haptics has new haptics gloves, Todd, that I got a chance to try today. Which I'll have
That's
video
cool.
incoming and pictures incoming for everybody. I just haven't had a chance to cut it all down yet. But so yeah, we'll talk a little bit about B Haptics. They were pretty amazing. They had a whole booth and they were showing everything off to people, and people the B Haptics booth was packed. Now, me and you and a lot of the people in virtual reality, there's a shot of me and Alex. Alex Milan, who's a really, really good guy. He was working his butt off at the booth today, man. There was so many people trying to get in there and try it out
I'm sure, right?
because they had the whole setup where you could actually get in there and try and get in there with an X40, put the X40 vest on. You could put the gloves on. You could put the gauntlets on. They had everything, and they were using all Quest 2s to show everything off, and they had the facial interface, the haptics facial interface as well. And it was amazing, man. These new haptic gloves are so cool. There's 5
That's cool.
points of rumble in them. So basically, every finger in your thumb, you're gonna get rumble on, and it was all hand tracked. And they were doing hand physics lab and unplugged with the demo.
Right.
Amazing, dude. Amazing.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Especially with unplugged, right? To be able to actually feel some feedback from the guitar would be kind of useful in that game, I think.
Yeah, because that's what happens is it's not like a force feedback. This is a rumble, you know what I mean? So it's not like you're getting any
Right.
pushback, but you're feeling the rumble, so it gives you the thought of feedback. You know what I mean? Because it's every time
Yeah.
you press, you're just gonna feel that you feel that rumble in the
What do you
tips of your
think? Are they
finger.
worth the $300 or price tag they've got?
Yeah, I thought they were really cool. The gauntlets, I think, because I had never tried the gauntlets before. They're the ones that go on your arm, like in this
Oh yeah,
area.
right. Yeah.
And
Up in your upper arm.
I was really impressed with those, man. I think I'm getting a pair of those.
Oh really? That good, eh?
The gloves are super cool. I wished for in the gloves something here and something here with the gloves, just because it would give you a little bit better, um, yeah, more tactile feedback. The fingers are cool,
Right.
and there's only really 2 things you can do with them right now. You know what I mean? There's not a lot out there you're going to be able to do with them. So eventually, if you do more hand tracking games or games that are taking advantage of hand tracking, I think the gloves will definitely be a viable option. But I think for me right now, if I'm doing any more B haptics, I'm going with the gauntlets. Um, with the
You
way they
own
show,
an X16, right?
yeah.
So now that
But the
you've had a
X,
chance, did you put the X40 on?
I did, yeah. I was cheating on my X16 with the X40.
How much more comfortable is the X40?
It's so comfortable, man. For me,
Right?
it's just
It's
so much
awesome.
better.
It
Yeah,
sits on my
if you're
chair.
oh, really? Is it sitting on your chair? If you're a
Yeah, it
person of
sits on
any
my chair.
height, yeah, if you're a tall person, if you're over 6 feet tall, or if you're even 5'11", something like that, I think you got to get the X40, just because it fits you the X16 fits you so short. It literally comes down just below my ribs,
Yeah.
and that's it basically comes down to about my belly button, so it's really only getting my upper part of my chest. And the X40 just covers the whole thing. I was getting force
Yeah.
feedback all the way down to my belt on my waist.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
um, but yeah, I was just super impressed with the whole setup, man. And then they had a demo where I could grab a sphere in the air with my hands, okay, and it said lightning, and I could just grab it, and all of a sudden I could shoot lightning out of my hands, and you got all that feedback in your fingers tingling as you
Cool.
were shooting lightning.
That's
It
cool.
was sick, dude. And what happened was they had set it up where because there was 2 people demoing them at the same time. So you're actually facing, you weren't even actually facing, you were just back to back in the booth. I didn't even see the other person, but there's another person in the head, in the virtual reality with me. And we were like, had boxing gloves on, like you put your hand in the sphere and all of a sudden you come back with boxing gloves on, virtual reality boxing gloves. And like
Okay.
he would throw a punch and I would throw a punch and you could feel the feedback of when you threw the punch. So that was kind of cool.
That's
Um,
cool.
yeah, and then when I would hit him with like the laser, the electricity, he would feel it in his face, or if he hit me, I would feel it in my face where the feedback was from the facial
That's
interface or
cool.
my chest. Yeah, it was super sick, man. You can see where they're going with it. You know what I mean? I don't think it's quite there yet to where I'm going to say, hey, I need to go out and buy a pair of these gloves. But I can
Yeah.
see where they're going with it, and I can see if things grow, which B haptics is going nuts, man. Every game you're going to see now is going to be like standard coming with B haptics.
Yeah.
So I think I would like some more time with them. But definitely Gauntlets is my next purchase. I'm getting the Gauntlets, man, because the Gauntlets
Cool.
with the force feedback, if you're in a shooting game, every time you shoot, you're feeling the recoil of the gun in your gauntlets, and I want that, man.
In your arms, because it's
Yeah, in
upper
your
arm,
arm.
right?
It's like right on your wrists almost. So
Oh,
it's like
it's
right
down in
about
the
here.
hands. Oh,
Yeah, it's
okay.
like right about here. Yeah, so it's like in this area right here. They fit
Oh,
on
that's
so
cool.
nice, man. It was the first time I had a chance to try them. First time I tried the facial interface, and the first time I tried the gauntlets, and I'm in love with them, man. I'm definitely getting the gauntlets, and I thought about maybe getting the facial interface too. I thought it was really cool. What else did I see? So let's talk about before we get into the stuff I saw today at the actual show. Let's talk about what I saw at the press conferences because Todd, I was lucky enough to number one, I was lucky enough to get invited as press to begin with. But
Yeah,
the
you
second
get some
day of
pretty
press,
nice perks with that, right? Some only your eyes only type of events. So
yeah, yeah. Oh, and the swag is nice too, and the food, man. They, the press events, man, they give you everything. I mean, they had catered food in there, and they had
oh,
drinks,
no
they had
way.
bar.
Nice.
Like this, we were at Mandalay Bay for the first press night, and doing this. They did this tech show where they had these mini booths. There was bars like every 10 feet. They had another bar, and they were giving free drinks
Just
out,
all
and they had
open bar. Well, it's
food.
Vegas. It's a fucking open bar everywhere.
Oh, dude, it was crazy. They had food everywhere. I mean, like they had like dessert bars, and they had like hors d'oeuvre bars, and they had all this
Oh my
different. I
god.
mean, white glove butlers, serving people, and it was like, holy crap, what is this? I'm like, am I supposed to be here?
I
It
told
was just weird.
Allison, I said next year we're going.
Oh yeah, you guys got to come.
It'll be
It's
fun.
that's one of the only things that's I'm missing here. I'm kind of here by myself. You know what I mean? It was nice to meet up with Skiva and Z Storm today, and a couple other content creators. I did get a chance tonight to hang out. I did see Thrill Seeker was here tonight, hanging out at one of the at the content creator meetup, and Fia was here. A couple of really big content creators, and Skiva, yeah, Skiva from Between Realities. He had one little drinky.
Little drinky poo, just fun. Yeah.
After a long day at the show, it's nice. I got to tell you, Skiba is probably one of the nicest guys. I mean, I knew that already because I've known him for a while and we've talked for a while. But just to hang out and meet these people in person, just a cool thing. And next year, I can't wait for hopefully you can be there, and Wes and Roots and
Mhm.
because it's definitely more fun when you're doing it with other people.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
but yeah, I mean, Alex was awesome, and Z Storm was awesome today, and uh, and uh, and Skiva and all those guys were just great. It was cool to meet. But let's talk about Sony because I got a chance to go, to do these press things. Now, night number 2 of press, which was Tuesday. Now they were running everything for press. They were running at Mandalay Bay. Mandalay Bay has this huge area where like a conference area, and that's where basically everything was. But one event, they held press at the convention center, and the convention center
Oh, cool.
wasn't even open yet because this was on Tuesday. And center was not even open to the public yet. It wasn't even open to the media yet because nothing was there. Nothing was being done yet. Sony said basically, we're having our press conference. We're going to have it at our booth at the convention center. So basically, they bust every member of media directly from Mandalay Bay all the way over to the convention center.
Oh, wow.
Just for Sony. It was like 5 o'clock at night. It was the last press conference of the day. They bust everybody over there. So everybody was rushing there because basically every member of the media wanted to be there for Sony, of course, because who know, it's Sony. I mean, they have their hands
Yeah.
in everything. So,
Yeah.
what's it going to be? What's going to be their big unveil? So everybody wanted to go there. Everybody was rushing there, and they only had so many seats, and then it was standing room only in the back. So I was like, I wanted to get there as quick as I could. So I left the last meeting a little early, got on a bus, zoomed over there. I ended up getting like third row at the press conference, and I can tell you, as soon as I walk in, they had that main picture that you just showed. That was their main screen in the middle. Over to the left, they had a booth set up for their cars because they did show off electric cars tonight. And over to
Oh,
the
yeah.
right, they had a complete PlayStation 5 booth as well. That was just nothing but PlayStation 5s. You can kind of see it here. Yeah, you just see those things, those colored. Those are PlayStation 5. So that's their new thing they're showing off right now at the show. The PlayStation 5 will now come in different colors. I think there's 5 different colors there.
Yep.
That was one of the things that they were showing off at that little area. But yeah, it was super cool, man. Yeah, zooming in. But yeah, it was nice to have, because so then as soon as I got there and I saw that, I knew that they were going to be, I thought they would hopefully would be talking at least PlayStation 5, and I had an outside chance hope that maybe they would talk virtual reality. And it wasn't the first thing they talked about. It wasn't the second, but they talked about it longer than anything else, and it was about right in the middle of the show. And I did a terrible video. But it was live. It was live.
With my janky Wi-Fi, let's see if this works.
Yeah, we'll see. If it doesn't work, we'll just take it off. But
thanks, Tom. It's great to be back at CES. We couldn't be more excited for Uncharted and the vision of PlayStation Productions to bring our stories to new forms of entertainment. We just passed the 1-year mark in the life cycle of PS5, and we had a tremendous holiday season. None of this would be possible without the support of PlayStation fans and the invaluable contributions of the development community and our publishing partners. Under the PlayStation Studios family, we now have a total of 17 studios, and we're looking forward to seeing these teams shine as they unleash their creative talents and bring their own sense of innovation to a first-party content portfolio. Innovation on PlayStation 5 also extends to the platform experience itself. And in its first year, we've already added new features to the console, such as 3D audio on TV speakers and SharePlay between PS5 and PS4. This year, we're also planning to introduce a new tournaments feature on PS5. Innovation for us at PlayStation.
Yeah, this is Jim Ryan, everybody. I forgot to say that. Yeah, this is Jim Ryan.
Technology that unlocks new entertainment experiences. Virtual reality is central to that philosophy. Nothing elicits emotion quite like the VR medium. With next generation VR for PS5, it's our vision to provide the ultimate entertainment experiences to players. Today, I'm thrilled to announce the official names for our next-gen VR system, PlayStation VR 2. And our next-gen controllers will be called PlayStation VR 2 Sense Controllers. PlayStation VR 2 will introduce a new generation of VR games that enable players to feel a greater sense of presence and become more immersed within their game worlds once they put on the headset and wield the controllers. PlayStation VR 2 will bring together the power of technology with the creativity of developers. For gamers, that means experiences that can evoke a whole range of emotions. PlayStation VR 2 taps into the latest technology to deliver a truly next-gen experience that brings the player closer to the gameplay experience. We've developed new sensory features, enhanced controls and tracking, and upgraded visual fidelity. For example, with eye tracking, you'll be able to interact more intuitively as your character, while allowing for improved social expression.
I freaked when he said eye tracking, by the way.
The headset also has feedback, so players will feel subtle,
cool.
responsive vibrations that heighten the sensations of their in-game actions. Visually, PlayStation VR 2 will offer a best-in-class experience with 4K HDR,
Me too, Wes.
foveated rendering, and 110-degree field of view.
Seriously, I'm getting chills just watching this again.
Is on top of the new PlayStation VR 2 Sense controllers, which enable players to feel and interact with games in a much visceral way. We're also excited to announce that one of the biggest exclusive franchises on PlayStation will be coming to PlayStation VR 2. Horizon Call of the Mountain from Guerrilla Games and Firestrike Games.
This is big.
This is
Yeah,
an
that's
original
big.
game built for PlayStation VR 2 that will take players deeper into the world of Horizon. Let's take an early look at Horizon Call of the Mountain.
Yeah. So yeah, we don't need to show the trailer again. You guys probably all saw the press conference too. Anybody who's really excited about PlayStation, I'm sure was either watching live or you guys were watched it afterwards. If you're like me, I watched it live and I watched it about 5 times afterwards because I just wanted to keep watching it. It's probably about the 10th time I've seen it. Well, I can tell you this, a lot of emotion out of this. Okay, I was on Virtual Strangers. I think it was on Tuesday night or that same night that the press conference. I think it was Tuesday night, and I know that Wes was really excited. Wes cut his teeth from Virtual Strangers. Wes cut his teeth on PlayStation. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
he's down to his core. Wes will play anything. He uses his G2 more than anything else, but has a Quest. He's got a PlayStation, but down to his core, he's a PlayStation guy. So this is exciting news for somebody who basically was brought up in VR on the PlayStation. Gamertag, Gamertag VR, somebody else who basically cut his teeth and started on PlayStation. He said he was almost in tears during this press conference when they announced it. And we all knew this was
Really, eh?
coming. Yeah. And we all knew this was coming. It wasn't like this was a shock. We knew PlayStation VR 2 was coming. But just to have Jim Ryan come to the largest electronics game show in the world, the biggest event you'll have this year for consumer electronics, and to have them devote a huge portion of their press conference to virtual reality is big news. Even though we didn't learn anything we really didn't know except for the name. Other than that, Horizon, whatever the name of it, I can't remember what was it called again, the new game. But other than the fact of that
New
coming
Dawn or
too,
something. Yeah.
Zero Dawn or something like that. No, yeah, something, whatever it is. We didn't know that was coming. So yeah, I mean, that was amazing too. But again, we didn't really learn anything new. But a lot of the people around me did. And I don't know if you could hear in that video, but the murmurs, everything was quiet when he was talking. And as soon as he said PlayStation VR or PlayStation 2 VR, the murmurs behind me was boom, boom, boom. It was like everybody was talking, everybody was asking questions, and the cameras would click, 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 click all over the place. Two big things happened at the show. They brought out Tom Holland, who plays Spider-Man, if you guys know who that is. And he came out on the stage and talked for like 10 minutes, which was awesome. And they brought out Jim Ryan. Jim Ryan got a bigger, excitement.
Reaction.
It was more excitement. Yeah, it was more excitement when he came out than when Tom Holland came out. That's how big this is. There was people that know nothing about virtual reality that were excited about this.
That's
most
cool.
people,
That's cool.
yeah,
That's what we need, more people.
yeah, exactly. You have to understand that we in our little virtual reality circle that we're in, we know these things. We know these specs. We know PlayStation's doing VR. A lot of these people at the media, especially at CES, they don't cover just virtual reality. They don't cover virtual reality at all. So for them to be there and to see this and go, oh my God, PlayStation, Sony is doing virtual reality. They might not even have known Sony ever did virtual reality. This could be something new for them. So somebody who's probably never reported on virtual reality before is all of a sudden writing virtual reality down on their paper or typing it into their computer or taking pictures of something that says Sony PlayStation VR 2. So this is big news all over the entire world. Now we are mainly a Quest community, so I've got people all over the group going, why are we talking about the PlayStation? Number one, we're a virtual reality community, even though we're focused in the Quest area or the Oculus ecosystem. But we're a virtual reality community, and more VR is more VR. I don't care how you consume it. So to be excited about PlayStation is 100% fine. Everybody should be, whether you're going to get it or not. You should be excited that PlayStation's doing virtual reality.
Right. Just the fact that Sony's getting so into VR just is going to push the AAA gamers to make content for every VR system, not just for PlayStation. So it's a 100%. Win-win for everybody.
Hell yeah. Couldn't say that any better than myself. This is big for all of us, whether you like Sony or whether you don't like Sony. I am gonna consume Sony media as much as I consume Oculus or Steam or whatever platform I can get it on. I'll be jumping in and doing that because I can't wait, man. This is something that's going to be amazing that I really was happy to be a part of. And man, I'm getting goosebumps right now just talking about it. It was that cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm getting janky internet again, so bear with me if I disagree.
Oh, Todd's on the jank train.
Look at this, though. This is the crazy part. Like, I run speed tests to see what else going on. I'm going to show you this. But it's just 1.6 gigabits per second.
Yeah. I'm on like McDonald's Wi-Fi at the hotel. I'm looking pretty good over here.
What the hell is going on? pissing me
Your
off.
neighbor's stealing your Wi-Fi, bro. Too funny. So anyway, I mean, that was really I saw some VR XR stuff before Sony, but Sony was really the big hit. They've kind of stolen the show so far because they did talk about they've gotten into the car market as well, Todd. Sony is now making electric cars.
Sony.
Yeah, and they unveiled two
Okay.
of their electric cars. They drove them out on stage that night as well. So super cool. So that was exciting too. But the
That's cool.
PlayStation VR 2 really stole the show. And man, I was hoping they were going to come out and show the headset. I was like, oh my God, if they show this headset, I'm going to piss my pants right here in the middle.
Yeah,
But
right.
yeah, but they didn't show the headset. They didn't give a date. They didn't give a price. But they did give us the specs, and the specs are pretty damn amazing. And I'm really excited for them.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a win-win. Like I say, I have a PlayStation 4. I have PlayStation 4 VR. I probably haven't turned that on in 3 years.
So, what about you? Any thoughts of getting one? I mean, when they come out, would you ever think about maybe it's time for me to get a PS5?
I think if I think it's content driven. There's some exclusive content for PS5. I've also heard rumors that the PS5 or PlayStation VR 2 might be PC compatible.
Well, yeah, there are definitely rumors out there that you might end up being able to run the PlayStation VR 2 on Steam through your PC. That's definitely a possibility. But to your first point, there will be games that you're going to want to play that you're only going to be able to play on PSVR 2. That's a guarantee. Sony's all about the exclusives.
That's how you get hooked.
Yeah. Well, Sony's all about the exclusives, and they're all about AAA games. And they've already come out and stated that they're going to have this hybrid mentality with games where you will be playing a lot of your AAA flat games in VR. There's going to be a VR switch, basically. So you're going to buy a flat game that you're going to be able to all you got to do is go in and hit VR and put your headset on, and all of a sudden that same flat game, that same AAA flat game that everybody's in love with, you're going to be able to play it in virtual reality. So, they're going to have games that are going to be amazing, and they're going to be AAA, and you're going to want to play them. So it's an ecosystem that people might want to think about. Now, not everybody can afford 2 headsets, and then you got to make some decisions. But I would say, if the Quest 2 is your entry point, standalone VR, mobile VR, however you want to call it, that's your entry point. Start saving you some money now. Start saving some money now and see what you can do to get, your PS5. So when PSVR 2 launches, probably in October, maybe, you'll be ready to go. Because I think there's going to be a lot of people that want to be in that ecosystem. Let me just go back here and see what everybody's saying here. Radio Run is here. He says, yo, yo, yo. Virtual Stranger says, so many people saying that the game is not going to be a game. I happen to know that Firespray has been working on it almost 3 years. It's going to be a full game. Yeah, Wes, that's a good point that you bring up, because I've heard a lot of people in the Virtual Strangers community and this community all saying the same thing. This sounds like it's a tech demo. It sounds like it's a proof of concept game. That is not the impression that I got at all being at the show or watching it back afterwards. I got a full impression that this game is built from ground up VR Horizon game. That's the only impression I got. This is going to be a full-blown built from the ground up for VR game. I did not get any impression at all that this was just a tech demo or this was a proof of concept for the PlayStation VR 2. So I don't know where people kind of jumped on that from, but that is definitely not what I took from it. Let's see what everybody else is saying here.
Maybe I'm back. Maybe I'm not. I don't know.
You are. I hear you. Yeah, I saw you drop. I didn't say anything. I saw you drop. I figured you'd be back. Let's see.
I saw somebody saying that it sounded like I was underwater. Yeah, technical glitch. Yep. I feel like I'm underwater. That helps.
Yeah, right. There you go. There you go. Kubo92 says Human Centipede South Park episode is funny as hell. That is one of the funniest episodes, where you basically they signed an Apple agreement. They how when you get an update on your phone and you got to hit I agree.
Yeah.
They had an episode on South Park where you agreed to one of those things on your phone, and all of a sudden you had to be part of the Human Centipede project. It was funny. South Park is a great show. Let's see. I just wanted to see what everybody else is saying. Ickmail is here. How you doing, man? It's good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Virtual
I saw
Stranger
Drilly
said,
and Drew pop in.
"Oh, was Drew here? That's awesome, man. Thanks for coming by, Drew."
Yeah.
Wolveraza. Virtual Stranger says the excitement isn't just because of nostalgia. We understand just what a big deal this is. These will be by far the best VR games that have ever been released. I have no doubt about that, just because Sony is about content. Content is king with Sony. They know they make their money off their games. So I have no doubt that if they're putting their eggs in the VR basket, we're going to want to play all the eggs. You know what I mean?
Right.
Let's
I
see.
want to play with your eggs.
You know who else likes to play with my eggs? Oh, that's too funny. Yeah. So that was Sony. Super exciting. And then then I took a day off. I took a day off and I went to California on Wednesday to go to Disneyland with my wife because we needed an off day. And that was actually the first day of the show, and it was I wanted to be there for the show opening day, but I'd already been there for 2 days full of press, and it had been a busy weekend. We had done the Virtual Strangers 2021 show that went 14
Lasted
hours.
14
Todd.
hours.
Holy shit, man. 14 hours, man. That was a marathon. If anybody didn't see that, go back and watch every 14 hours of it, because
I watched about almost 11 of it live.
Did you? Yeah, I was going to say, you were there.
Yep, I was there almost the whole day. And then I couldn't stay awake any longer.
You know what's absolutely ball crushing is that YouTube fucking cut us off at 12 hours.
I know.
And we lost 2 hours of the shift. It was actually it was almost 14 hours we went on. So
like all the big awards aren't recorded.
We lost all the big awards. We lost our sign off. We lost each other. We were giving each other virtual hugs. Yeah, we lost 2 hours of the show, man. And the people that were there live still saw it. There was we were still it was 5 in the morning or 4 in the morning. We were still 47, 50 people strong. It was amazing, man.
Wow, that's
people
awesome.
were still hanging with us. So, those people still did get to see it. But what we're going to do is we're going to run at some point on Saturday. I don't know the exact time yet, but we're going to jump back on for an hour or two just to do those awards over again and kind of wrap it up this week so it's on so it's on camera and on film, so people can go back and on video, so people can go back and watch it later. But yeah, it was epic. It was a good time, and yeah, you were there for a lot of it, Todd. Thanks, man.
Yeah, no worries. It was good. It was good. It was fun.
Yeah, it was. It was a really good show. It was a lot of fun to do. It was really great spots with Brian, Brian Paul from PSVR Without Parole, and then of course GT Gamertag was there, and he's always great, man. GT is just such a good dude. So yeah, we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna do that on Saturday. So yeah, so I was away on Wednesday in California, and then I came back first. I flew back in first thing this morning. I was back in Vegas about 9 a.m. and then I was at the show, man, and I met up with Skiva and Z Storm and those guys, and the first thing I saw, Todd, was the X-Stall. Do you remember the X-Stall? X-Stall made a headset that looks just like the freaking Pimax, but it was huge. It's like one of those super wide headsets.
Oh yeah, the black. Yeah, I remember seeing that.
Yeah, it was just one of the cooler headsets that I had seen, and they were they've had a couple of different iterations of their X-Stall headset out there. The new one that they had on display at the show was the X-Stall 3, and this one was pretty cool. They had it in they're doing the headset in combination with these flight simulators, like you would see at a real flight training school. I mean, these are huge cockpit flight simulators, and they're running the X-Stall with basically virtual reality and mixed reality. So when you're in the headset in this cockpit, you can actually look around in the headset in virtual reality, and you can see the virtual reality, world of the airport and whatever city you're flying over. But you can also see the real person sitting. He had an actual Skiba did the demo, and I recorded some of it. So Ski was in the flight seat with the X-Tall headset on, and he actually at one point looks over to an actual pilot that's helping him fly in the passenger seat, and he sees him in the passenger seat. He can see his hands, he can see everything. So you're getting some portions of mixed reality built into the VR headset, which is truly amazing.
Yeah.
I did an interview with the guy from Xtol, and what the things in which I'll probably cut that up and put it up on YouTube because it's probably one of the most interesting videos I've ever seen. These guys are so ahead of everybody else that they're actually having to build some programs. They're actually made their own freaking lenses because the lenses that you could go out, they could go out and buy, were not anywhere near what they needed. So they've actually designed and built their own lenses. They had to design and build. They have a whole program. They have a whole thing where they're actually foveated rendering was not good enough for them. Basically, foveated rendering is a thing where you basically can focus on one spot, and then the rest of the video kind of is not as focused or not as clear.
Right.
They have this whole thing where with foveated rendering where they actually are tearing the video away, compressing it and resending it as a different image, so you actually see none of you got to hear
So it's
some of the
clear
things that
everywhere.
he's telling me. Yeah, you got to hear some of the things he's telling me in this video because I was almost more impressed with some of the things that they had to do to make the headset and to get the headset where it needed to be, that I was like, forget about the actual hardware of the headset, just the things that they had to build to put into the headset were blowing my mind, man. Um,
Yeah.
4K by 4K, so 8K, it's an 8K headset, and it's like the field of view is huge because if you've ever seen the X-Tall, it's as wide as the
It's
Pimax
big.
headset.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and find a picture that I can send to you just so you can throw it up because it was one of the cooler things that I did happen to see um, that I'd like to show if I can find it. Um, did I send you some pictures of some other stuff, Todd?
I've got some pictures of some AR glasses from TCL.
Yeah, can you show
Those
those?
are cool.
Those are cool. Yeah, I wanted to show those too. Those were so TCL has a huge booth here. I didn't get a chance to go through everything today from TCL, but they have one of the biggest booths you've ever seen. TCL is they're mainly a TV manufacturer, so they do make a lot of TV stuff. But it looks like they're jumping into the AR market to do some AR glasses, which is really cool. And the specs on these were pretty amazing. I was pretty impressed.
Lanio AR or something like that. It's all these
Yeah,
weird names, eh?
yeah, yep, yeah.
And they've
There was
got you had another. Yeah, they kind of look like Ray-Ban Stories, but without the cameras. So they're more of a Bluetooth audio kind of a head or glasses, or did they actually have some sort of AR function? Like they call them AR glasses, but I don't see anything that could be. Oh, there's a camera right in the middle.
there is a camera in the middle, yeah, and I didn't get a chance to actually touch
Oh.
these or put these on yet because I actually just saw them. This was another thing I saw at the press event, and at the press event I didn't have an actual physical pair that you could touch. But
Right.
they are at the show floor, and like I said, their booth was huge today. But I went and I talked to so many people today that I just ran out of time. But I have a whole day there tomorrow, so I'm going to see.
I would check those out. Those look interesting. I'd be
Oh
curious
God,
just
yeah,
to see
yeah. That's why I was
those.
like, I gotta take. I just sent you a picture if you want to take a look for that one. Um, kind of doing this on the fly, guys. Sorry, I came back from the show and just right into do this, so I didn't have a chance to really get some of the stuff to Todd. So I like throwing Todd curveballs. You know what I mean? Just say, hey, can you grab that and put it up? Can you grab that and put it up?
Yeah,
Um,
that's the X-Doll. I know they're massive.
yeah, yeah, they're huge, but they're just super neat. But having them on your head, it was so funny, man. Because it truly looked like Pimax to me. I was like, this is
Hmm.
Pimax, man. And actually, when I first saw the booth, I'm like, Pimax is not supposed to be here. Pimax is here, but they're not here. They're not. displaying publicly. They're like at a hotel separately where they're going to try and show off their 12K if it can get here in time.
Right.
But yeah, you should have a couple of shots of the X-Tall now if you want to put a couple up. Yeah, so this is just the X-Tall itself. This is sitting on a display right next to the flight simulator, and God, this headset's huge, man. But I picked it up and I put it on. It's actually really, really light. I'm surprised at how well balanced it is.
Really?
They do
Because yeah,
not.
it's massive.
It is. It's huge, but they do not use Fresnel lenses, which I was not aware of until I talked to the guy. But apparently, in any of their headsets, they didn't use Fresnel lenses. They actually, again, they made their own lenses to put in this thing. They are not Fresnel lenses, so that takes a lot of the weight out of it. Fresnel lenses are very heavy, so it does take some of the weight out of the front of the headset, which is good. Yeah, the X-Tall 3 is the name of the new headset.
So there's somebody playing Flight Sim, looks like, but you can see now on his head just how big it is, right there.
Yes, yeah.
Massive.
This is Z Storm from Z Storm Gaming. So he's a Twitch streamer, he's a really nice guy, and streams a lot, pretty much all VR. If you want to go check him out, guys. And he was checking out this. This was DCS. Have you ever heard of DCS?
Oh yeah, I have it.
Oh, okay, yeah. This is DCS.
Steam game,
Yeah, he's playing this in DCS in this headset, and he was blown away by the movement, by the speed, by the field of view, as you can imagine with this thing.
The field of view must be amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, well, Verizon Primax does have they do have a new headset out. It's the 12K. I think it's the Primax 12K. And I'm hoping to see that before the weekend's over. Actually, I talked to Sweeviver today. I don't know if anybody knows Sweeviver out there. He used to have his own VR channel. Really, really good guy, and he is actually now working for Pimax. His name is Martin. But I talked to Sweeviver today for probably about a half an hour, just about some of the things going on with Pimax right now. And I can tell you, just by talking to him, I really was not excited for Pimax before. I'm extremely excited for Pimax now. And if things work out, they're having some issues getting some of their product here to the show because of customs. But if things work out, hoping I can take a look at it by Saturday and have some pictures and some stuff for you guys. But Traveling Man says he met Z Storm and Ira Rebellion. Good dude. He is. I met him, in person for the first time today. Traveling Man. He is one of the best dudes I've ever met. I walked the show with him, and Skiva, and there's another content creator that I met today that was with Z Storm. Danny Raylay. She does a lot of virtual reality as well on Twitch, and all really, really good people. And had a ball with them. I'm going to meet up with them again tomorrow and do some more walking the show. But yeah, that was the X-Stall, man. And this is this flight simulator that Skiva. This is Skiva in the flight simulator. This flight simulator is really amazing. I do have an appointment to do this myself tomorrow. That's how busy this was. You couldn't just walk up and do it. You had to set appointments to come up and do this. So I do have an appointment to do this tomorrow as well. So it's pretty cool. So yeah, another one I was impressed about. There was another company there that I saw today called May, MAY, and they were spouting a virtual reality headset that was also an augmented reality headset. Unlike something I've never seen anything like this before. It actually had a removable faceplate in the front. So when you wanted to be in virtual reality, it had a faceplate in the front that went over your headset, just like a normal headset. Then you could actually, it was magnetic. You could actually remove the front faceplate, and then you could see like lenses
through the
holes. And then all of a sudden, now you had AR.
Oh, you could see through the lenses.
Yeah, yeah. And then you had AR like over your, over your.
Whatever game or whatever you're playing.
Overlay, yeah, it was an overlay. I put it on, I could see like planets and things like that.
Like a HoloLens kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll send you a couple of pictures of this too. This was pretty amazing. And they had them in colors too, man. This is the first time I've seen it. They had like 6 different headset colors. And I was just saying, I'm thinking to myself, why don't they have more? Why don't headsets have more colors? They had a purple, they had pink, they had like a
Oh no way!
black, and they had a green. Um, just a neat
I gotta.
headset. Wasn't
What is this?
wasn't the most comfortable headset. What do you got? Oh yeah, so this is something I saw on one of the media nights. This is actually it's not virtual reality or anything like that, but I just thought it was a cool piece of tech. This is a camera, Todd. It's a super lightweight camera that goes around your neck, and
That's
the
cool.
video was so good. I was so impressed with it that I had to take some pictures and show it. But yeah, it was really really good. I was impressed with how well the camera did. And there's actually 2 cameras in each one. There's a camera in
Like in
um,
the end
the
of
left
each
side and the
piece.
right side. Yeah, and they actually will they both film and then they compress down into one image. And this was so light. I mean, the only it would be really good for if you're like a GoPro, you know what I mean, almost something like that.
Hmm.
But they were using it. They were talking more for meetings and things like that. If you were going to try and show something in a meeting or have something like that.
If the price is right, they'd be good for bloggers and stuff too, like guys that are,
Oh
filming
yeah,
themselves skateboarding and all that kind of stuff.
yeah, for sure. I've got a couple videos I'll probably put up of that too to put online to show you where I actually wore it and you can see the video. But yeah, I was super impressed with the way it looked. I thought it came out really really well. Um, but yeah, so yeah, here's this the May. It's a company called May May, and here was the pink one that they had available that I took a look at, and you can see it's unlike any headset I've ever seen before. I mean, the straps look pretty much the same, but the front of the
It looks
headset,
like Frankenquest from the back. Yeah, exactly.
it does look like, if you're right, it does look like a Frankenquest, especially with the speakers on the side like that, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, it definitely looks like a Frankenquest. And again, it wasn't the most comfortable headset I've ever worn, but the technology. I talked to the people. I'm like, what are we looking at here? So if you see this little plate here in the front, if you look down, there's that silver stripe right there. That whole front piece is just magnetic and it just pops right off. And when you do that, it looks like you're wearing a pair of glasses because you can see the lenses right. You can see right through the lenses. And now all of a sudden I can see out into the actual real world and things are now overlaid over my vision. So I
That's
can
kind of
see
cool, I gotta
it.
say.
It is. It is. Here's the only
That's
thing.
kind of
I'm like,
neat.
she's like, oh, is it working? I'm like, I don't think it's working. I had to pull this thing so down so far over, to see it
Oh, to see it, yeah.
that it was like the top of the headset was like right where my eyelids are. That's how I'm like, I can't find it. I can't find it. I'm like, and I was ready to pull it off to say, is this not working? And I just happened to pull it down far enough. I caught the top of the image, and I literally had to have this thing sitting like on my eyes for me to view the image. But when I did, it was pretty clear, and I was impressed at the way how well it was overlaid over top of the real world, and if you guys have seen anything like with the Lynx is doing, this looked very, very similar. They actually showed like at one
Yeah.
point they had like a picture of the planet, planet Earth. They had like a globe, and you couldn't manipulate it or anything like that because there's no controllers,
Was it
but I could
round or was
see
it
it.
flat?
No, it was round, just like you would see. It had depth to it, which was what I thought was cool for XR or for
Yeah.
AR. They had a lot of print that you could see. There was writing and things like that over that, but I thought it was pretty cool. And I sent you a couple other shots too.
Yeah, I'm grabbing one of those right now. Oh, this is I see. So this is what it looks like when you pop that piece off.
Yeah, this was.
Looks like
The,
something from RoboCop.
it does. The colors were cool too, man. I was looking at the colors, and yeah. So you can see I've taken the
Oh,
front plate off there.
shit. Where'd it go?
Just like But yeah, you pop this. It's just magnetic. It pops on and off, so you can take it off and put it right back on. And I love that I got the chance to wear the pink, man.
Oh, that's you.
That's me, baby. I'm the only old guy there. What are you talking about? Of course it's me. I'm the only guy there with gray hair.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it was fairly. I mean, again, it wasn't the most comfortable headset to wear in the world, but it
That's
was
got
cool.
quite the light facial interface, the light
It-
blocking thing.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. It was weird. It was weird though. If you've ever like seen anybody with a huge Coke bottle lenses in their glasses, that's what you look like to other people when you
Yeah,
have these things
totally.
you they can see your eyes too inside of it. What is cool though is you can see like their eyes, but you can see the computer screen that's overlaid over their eyes too. So it almost looks like from outside world you can actually see in and see what they're seeing it too, which is kind of cool. But that was from a company called May, and when I talked to them, they're probably like 2 years out. You know what I mean? This is nothing. This is all like again proof of concept. They're showing it here to get an idea of trying to get an idea of get some people and excited about it. Um, and see what they can do to bring people on board to help them promote it. So I just thought it was something cool to look at. They actually had a motion simulator too that they were running people through. That was pretty funny, man. It was
You know
like
what?
I call it the puke simulator because I thought somebody was gonna puke, man.
It reminds me of this.
Is it Chappie?
That's Chappie, yeah.
It's Chappie, man.
It definitely has Chappie vibes.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's what it is. That's what a lot of this stuff is, man. It's too funny. I just sent you a quick video. I don't know how if there's any way you can get that, but it's this motion controller thing that the same company had May, but that was pretty cool. So what Todd's checking that out. Let me see what else can I talk about.
Talk about this. I'm going to pull up a picture.
Yeah.
Because I thought this was. It looks kind of stupid, but I think there's a use case for it. And apparently it's a video. So let's play that.
A lot of things can look kind of stupid here. I'm at this show. I'm telling you because a lot of this stuff is stuff that's either going to be proof of concept or if it's going to be something that it's really not available for sale yet or anything like that. So
I'm going to turn the volume off on this, and then you can tell us what it is we're looking at.
Oh yeah, this was cool, man. Again, this is not really anything VR or AR related, but these are basically they're braces that allow you to stand. So this guy right here is sitting. He's actually got all of his weight off his legs, and he is sitting.
I think that is very cool. Like there's for concerts and factory work.
Yeah, well, they were talking
even
like
playing
factory
virtual
workers.
reality.
Yeah, nurses. They're talking about anybody that has to work on their feet. Look at that. That guy right here on the left. He's sitting. All of his weight is now off of his legs, and he is actually sitting.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, this was so cool, man. I was like, what the crap? I'm like, what is this that this guy's got on? And I'm like, and then he's like, starts telling me about, he starts telling me about it and everything. And I'm like, oh my God, dude.
But imagine going to like an outdoor concert or like you could take this and you'd be set.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But like, like we were just saying, factory workers, they specifically brought people like nurses who are basically on their feet all day long. But you could move around. The guy moved around pretty good in them. Like I was like, okay, these things are like huge braces. It looked like Forrest Gump running when he was a kid, running with these things on. But he actually moved around pretty good. I was kind of surprised at how well he moved around. And again, maybe these aren't 100% ready for like today. I'm sure you could use them for today. They're selling them, but I mean, I can imagine where these will be in 2 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, I don't think they don't look really market ready, but the concept is, I think, pretty smart.
It is, and again, think about motorizing these things and putting sensors and things in them that can happen, and you get somebody who can't walk, who you put these things on, and all of a sudden now you can walk. You know what I mean, so the technology at this show, it humbles me and absolutely blows my mind. The amount of time and effort that these people are putting into making the our lives easier and better is truly crazy and amazing. And I'll tell you guys one thing that I did here. Every press conference I went to, every company that I listened to, there's one word that they all said, and that is metaverse. This wasn't Facebook. This wasn't Meta coming out and say, "Hey, we're doing the metaverse. This is the metaverse."
Yeah, they weren't even there.
They weren't even there. This was Canon. This was who was it? Canon. It was who was the other big one that was there? Who makes the Snapdragon? I'm
Qualcomm.
blanking now. Qualcomm. Huge press conference. Qualcomm. All they talked about metaverse. Metaverse. John Deere, who's a company that makes tractors, lawn tractors, and things like that. They had a huge thing on autonomy and metaverse. You know what I mean? So that was a big part of it. Sony talked about the metaverse. Um, I'm trying to think who else did I go see? Oh, it was everybody. Literally every press conference during the 2 days of media days, it was the buzzword everybody was saying. So, if you think that metaverse is
Canon
just
was
something that,
talking about it.
yep, Canon. If you think metaverse is just something that Meta or Facebook is pushing, you're way off base, because this is something everybody's getting to be a part of soon. You're going to be able to poop soon, standing in the room. That's coming next. The guy's just going to sit there and take a shit right in the middle of working. So yeah. Anyway, it was really cool. Again, the big focus. A lot of these companies. Hyundai was another one. Hyundai had a huge press conference, and you're thinking Hyundai car company. What are we going to see for a car company?
Yeah.
They're all about robotics. Hyundai just made a huge deal with Boston Robotics. I think they actually either partnered with them or they actually bought them. Boston Robotics, which is a huge robotics company, and now they are partnering with Boston Robotics to do a lot of autonomous robots. Yeah, here was another one. This was from Hyundai. And this is what they're showing. They're showing basically you with an AR VR headset on, working, on virtual screens with an autonomous robot in front of you. So this was a lot. This wasn't just one company. This was big companies that were showing these things, that were pushing a lot of AR, a lot of AR, a lot of XR, a lot of not as much VR, but a lot of AR. Pretty much everything was
Right.
AR. Everything was metaverse. And Boston Dynamics, traveling man, thank you. Was I saying something else? Boston Robotics is Boston Dynamics, yeah.
Right.
And they had a representative from Boston Dynamics there that was on stage, with the representatives from Hyundai, which was pretty amazing. And also, one thing I'll bring up too is when the chairman of Qualcomm came on and did his speech, he mentioned that. And they had somebody from Microsoft come on too. He mentioned that Qualcomm just reached an agreement with Microsoft to make AR glasses. So that was a big announcement. And that's something that just got announced that day at Media Day too. So that's big. So Microsoft, maybe
Yeah.
they're not doing VR, but they're getting into certain sides of it. So it's not going to be just that they're out of it completely. They're going to be in some some capacity, and Qualcomm and Microsoft, which is cool, man. It's cool.
I have a feeling my Ray-Ban stories are going to be replaced sooner than later.
You might want to sell them now and see what you can get for them.
Right?
I know.
Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw. And tomorrow, I let me say this tonight. So I didn't get a chance to go see them, but HTC is here, not on the show floor. They have their own hotel suite. It's basically a conference room, huge, and they showed off their Vive Focus 2. Excuse me, I think it's called the Vive Focus 2. Yeah, and so Skiva and Z-Storm got a chance to go see this, and they have a new tracker also. That's like a watch track. It looks like a watch. It's a tracker for your wrist, and I can tell you, I saw them at the show before. We were hanging out at the show, and they're like, "Okay, we're going over to do this thing, and then we'll meet later." And so they were like, we're going to go do it, but we're a little skeptical about what we're going to go see. And they came back from that show. Like I said, I didn't see it myself, but I talked to them all about it. And they were really, really excited about all their stuff that they had to see. So,
That's
yeah,
cool.
I mean, HTC trying to get back into the game here with some of their stuff after a couple of big bombs with
Yeah.
the Vive Flow did not go over very well at all. Want to buy a Vive Flow, by the way?
I'll trade you for some Ray-Ban glasses.
I might actually do that.
Just to try it out, we should do that.
We should swap, yeah, because I'm telling you, Vive Flow, it's not good.
I could just lay in bed and watch Netflix.
You can. You can do that. That's about the only thing you can fucking do with those things. But yeah, you could do that. Yeah. So yeah, what am I gonna see tomorrow? There's some cool stuff. There's oh, let me tell you, I saw Yaw. Yaw was here. I wanted to talk
Yeah.
about that.
Oh, yeah.
I got a chance to try the Yaw 2 today. Freaking amazing. And I think you need to buy me a Yaw 2. That's what I've come to.
Hell's a yaw too. I'm looking it up.
You don't know what a yaw is? A yaw is
So
a motion simulator, and they just came out. They had a Kickstarter that went over like huge. I mean, for the yaw too. They've produced the yaw for years. And they've done very
I
well with it.
see it.
But they put the yaw 2 out there as a Kickstarter, and they took a whole bunch of orders on it, and they blew it out of the water for their Kickstarter, and they're ready to start shipping. They're already in production, and their Yaw 2s are ready to ship, baby. And yeah, man, it's so cool. And I got a chance to ride this baby today, and they are demoing this whole thing with Quest 2s using
Oh.
Airlink.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I used the Quest 2 today. Using Airlink to run the Yaw 2. That's the original Yaw, which it was pretty basic. It was still amazing. It was basically like that big dish you sat inside of and it swiveled around.
Oh
But
yeah,
you had
this
full
guy's kind of doing
movement.
it.
But the Yaw 2, man, it's amazing. I went into Epic Roller Coaster with the Yaw 2, and man, I was like blown away. You don't know. I mean, you see it and you're like, oh, it's a motion simulator. It's cool. And there's probably a ton of motion simulators out there, but there's 360 movement with this thing. There's up, there's down. I mean, it was one of the cool. I mean, it's not cheap either. Take a look at this price tag, guys.
I saw that. Yeah,
That's my
like
Todd needs to buy it for me.
that's
But
American though. That's like $73 million Canadian.
yeah, I know, right? I know. They have different programs and different things you can buy. Like the chair, you don't have to buy their chair. You could just get the platform and put your own like racing style chair on it if you chose to. But
Oh, that's cool.
you know, I think you're gonna want to buy the whole thing together. But you could you
Yeah.
could strip it down and do it as little or as much as you want.
Oh, so it's basically just the stand.
Yeah,
And then you
it's
throw a chair on the top.
exactly. Yeah, there's a base on the bottom that gives you all the movement, and you
Here,
could
let me
do
put this back up.
Yeah, I should do it. Travel Man says we should do a Yacht 2 giveaway.
Right.
I want to win it. I want to win it. Can I be in the giveaway, Traveling Man? If I give one away, can I be in it so I can win one? 'Cause,
Right.
man, I'm telling you, I want this thing. That's the problem with going to these shows, guys. I just want everything I see here. So now, I want the haptic gauntlets. Look at this. That's so cool.
Then
man.
you put the chair. The chair is an add-on, but it's basically just the base. I get you.
Yeah. You know who got these is they both pre-ordered was Tyler and Sean from Rendered Reality. They both
really?
have these coming, and I think they're coming in like April. I think they'll be here.
Well, that's
They'll
cool.
have them because they were the guys I was talking to the booth today were like, we're ready to ship, and then you can buy them for pre-order right now. You can't actually buy them, just get them yet because they're just about to ship. They want to ship out all their Kickstarters first.
Kickstarter backers first, yeah.
Yeah, then they'll ship their pre-orders, and then they'll just be open. Anybody can buy them and get them shipped right away. So I would say probably by midsummer they'll be selling them to where you can buy it and have it shipped immediately and ready to roll. Wolveraza says he knew the gauntlets were awesome. I really need to get some soon. Wolveraza, I'm blown away. I was never a big fan of like, okay, I need to have every piece of the haptics. So I
Yeah,
didn't
same
really
with me.
care.
I thought I'd be okay with just the vest, right? Like it's the Tactosi for hands. That's the
yeah. Well, is that the right say? Yeah. That's the Tactosi. Yeah. And it's actually not the hands. It's it's like the gauntlet. It's like that's it right there. It's like on your it's on your wrist basically, on your forearm.
Oh, so this is different then, because this one covers his hands. Like,
yeah, that's not the I wore the one that's like a gauntlet. There it is. Is that it?
No.
Yeah, I had the ones that were on the arms.
Maybe they're new. They're not on the.
I don't think they were new.
There's. There they are.
Oh, there they are. Tactosi for the arms. Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, I didn't try the other ones for the hands. I didn't even see them there. They weren't showing the ones for the hands. They were only showing these for the arms. Yeah, but these are like a gauntlet. It's like a bracer almost, like you would have it on like from your wrist to your forearm. But yeah,
Cool.
I was impressed. I mean, it was one of the things I was like, this is super cool. And this is one of the things where I'm like, okay, now I want to go get this. So yeah, this is like they had mini arcade cabinets, man. There's this company called iArcade. Have you ever heard of them?
Oh,
They
I
make they
love
make
them.
they make
I, I've almost got like 4 of them. They got a golden T one that I want so bad.
dude. I think I'm coming home with one.
Yeah, dude, they're
Don't tell.
so cool. And there's a whole YouTube channel that I found and subscribed to that is dedicated to putting MAME into them and then
Oh
adding
yeah,
3,000 games, right? Like
oh yeah, of
you don't
course.
have to
They had.
worry just about Double Dragon. It comes with everything.
Oh, oh, I know. They
So,
had a Dragon's Lair one
oh,
that I was
see,
just
that one
geeking
I'd
over,
leave
dude.
alone. Yeah,
I was just
totally.
geeking over. I'm like, this is awesome, man. This is awesome. I just want to play Dragon's Lair all day long. But yeah, I
Yeah.
Arcade was there. They were huge, man. I saw a company today. I don't remember the name, but they're working on motion sickness by putting these light sensors inside the headset. Now they didn't. They only
Ah.
had it showing on a Vive Pro, but basically what it is these two sensors that basically go right next to your eyes. So they're like little screens, and they just emit little white light, like little dots of white light. But apparently, from what they say, tested on 80% of the people that go into it that have motion sickness that use this, their motion sickness goes away. I did test it. They put me in another, roller coaster simulator. But the problem with me is I don't get motion sick, so it's tough for me to say. Um, so I don't know
Ah.
if it's anything good. Like I said, I can't remember the name right now, but I mean, it's a kind of a cool technology if you want to get away from having it. If it ever could work. And I thought it was going to bother me having the lights like so close to my eyes, and you can see them when you first go into the headset. But I was in it for a couple of minutes, and by the end of it, I was already forgetting that they were there. I was just focusing on the roller coaster. So, but apparently, it's something with the light showing you movement in your eyes tricks your brain into feeling movement instead of feeling movement but not knowing you're not moving. So.
Right.
Um, Again, these guys are way smarter than me. So when they start explaining some of this stuff to me, I kind of go, "Whoop."
Just nod and smile.
Mhm. I'm like, yeah, that's fantastic, man. On to the next one.
Is this the company you're talking about, the iCade?
Yeah, that's them, man. Yeah,
They make
these were
so
so cool.
many
They're like
cabinets.
mini. Like they had some that were like really small. They had some tabletop ones that were like would sit on a
Yeah.
coffee table almost. That I thought were really cool. Um, Yeah, I mean they had probably I might have to go back there again tomorrow and just check that. They were right next to the
Dragon
Haptic
Slayer,
booth too. So yeah, the Dragon's Lair one was awesome, man.
Buck Hunter.
Yeah, they had a couple different ones. They might even had a Golden Tea one there. I think they
This
did
is
have
their
a Golden
Golden
Tea
T
one.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll steal it for you.
It cost
Put
me
it in my backpack.
$3,000 to get it over the border.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I mean that was the first day. Tomorrow, that was the first day of the show. That was my third day here. But yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna go check out where are we going tomorrow, Todd? Tomorrow we're gonna check out Panasonic, Samsung, the big boys. There is
Yeah,
some
Samsung should have some neat stuff.
yeah. Solos is another XR glasses. I'm going to see them tomorrow. There's a ton of XR companies here. There's about 3 or 4 different ones that I have appointments with tomorrow to see some more XR glasses. You can see where this is going, right? I mean, the problem is that all these small companies, as soon as Apple drops their XR glasses, it's all over for everybody else. You know what I mean? So, a lot of these.
Well, I think it'll be price point specific though. Like
Oh yeah, yeah.
it's gonna be too damn expensive. Like who are these guys? The picture's not very good, but
Yeah. No, well,
were they?
here's the deal. This is exactly what they showed. This is what their booth consisted of. I'm like, dude, so
That's
what
it.
is this? He's like, well, it's a 150 degree field of view. I'm like, really? I said, can I see? No, we don't have any on display. I'm like, well, what? I'm like, well, what are the other specs?
Bummer.
I go, what are the other specs? He's like, well, I can't give you that information. I don't understand.
Why did you even come?
What
Yeah.
are you here for, bro? You have a banner that shows a picture of your glasses, and it just says 150 degree field of view on the bottom. That's it. I'm like, I'm trying to get something out of him. I'm like, can I see him? Can I touch him? Can I feel him? Can I see him through a glass case? I don't care about touching him. Can I just see him through a glass? Like, no.
Yeah.
We can't show you them. So
Wow.
I don't know. I don't know what those. I just thought they were cool looking. I'm like, I'll take a picture of the picture. It's the best I can show you. But yeah, I don't know. It was weird. Like LG is here at the show. They have a huge space. It's one of the bigger spaces you'll see. There's nothing on it. It's empty. It's hardwood floor
No
and
way.
like a couple of kiosks with barcodes, or where what do they call those other codes? They're not barcodes, but
QR
you
codes.
QR codes. So you could just all their products are just UR codes. So if you want to see one of their products, you just go up to it and
You get-
scan the UR code with your camera phone, and then you can go look at it through your camera. That's all you're seeing.
I wonder
there's
if it's
nothing
a COVID thing and they couldn't get the products there or something.
I'm
Maybe
sure that's got to be what it is. Yeah, I'm sure that's exactly.
because that's a lot of space to just have some QR code sitting on a piece of paper.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
hilarious.
I mean, it's funny that they still did it though. They still kept their space. They must have paid. Maybe they couldn't pay. Maybe they had to pay for it still, so they had to put something there.
I got
Yeah, I
another
just
one here.
thought it
What was this all about?
This is Sony's electric car. This was this was really cool, man. This is Sony basically their other big announcement besides their virtual reality was that they're in it for the long haul with the cars. So they had electric cars that they pulled up on the show floor, and man, they're spouting some serious stuff with these electric cars. This one car right here, this white one, I don't remember the name of the model, but they're telling me it's 125 mile an hour that they can do electric car.
Holy
So
shit!
we're talking they're going to be a serious competitor. They
It
want to
only
be a
goes
serious
3 blocks
competitor.
and the
Yeah,
battery
right. Then
dies.
you got to charge your battery. But it sounds like they want to be a serious competitor for like Tesla.
I've seen so many bad reviews on Tesla cars. They need some competition.
So I'll tell you guys one thing I heard. So I was at this meetup with all the content creators tonight, and I had to leave to come and do this to go live. As I was leaving, the guy that basically organized this event tonight is like a VR investor. That's what he does. He invests in all kinds of VR, and he just wanted to bring all these people together to meet and greet and talk to each other. He basically said on the down low, Tesla suit is here. They're here, but they're not here. And they were doing an event tonight from 7 till 11. You could go to their hotel and you could test out a Tesla suit. You know what a Tesla
No
suit is,
way.
right? This is like Ready
No
Player
idea.
One. This is like Ready
But
Player One
that's
shit. This is like
what
a
it
body.
sounds like. Yeah.
It's a bodysuit, man. So of course I'm like, oh, I gotta go do this show, man. I want to go to Tesla.
You
'cause
could
he's
have
basically-
canceled the show for that.
because he's basically like, here's where it is. He's like, just
Wow.
say that, you got it from me, and you guys can go and do it. So Skiva and Z Storm and all those guys, they were gonna go do it. I'm like, I gotta go do my show.
Bummer.
Oh man. So yeah. So hopefully tomorrow, at least I'll have some news after I talk to those guys, and hopefully they were able to get in and take a look at it. But yeah, Tesla
At
suit.
least
'cause
some pictures or something. So you can grab some photos from them.
Yeah, because I reached out to Tesla suit because they were originally supposed to be here. So, and then basically they said they weren't going to come here. So basically, I didn't think they would be here at all. So when this guy, brought it up tonight, I was all shocked, and even like Z Storm and Skiba were shocked too because again they weren't supposed to be here. And man, Tesla suit, man, I wish I could try that. Oh, I did try another company called OWO, I think the name of it, OWO. I have video and I have camera. I have some photos of this. This is a haptic shirt, Todd. It's a thin shirt,
Oh.
just as thin as the one I'm wearing, and it has to be worn on the skin. So it's got these sticky patches. Basically, you open the shirt up. It's zipped down the middle. You open the shirt up, and there's like 12 points. Okay, and they have little paper on them, and you pull the paper off, and there's a sticky surface underneath, and then you put it on. So these things, you ever see like those like
an EKG. Like they stick to you.
exactly, yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, where they would stick to you. It's the same kind of contact like that. So you put this like shirt on.
I don't know if I want a game with a defibrillator attached to me.
That's what it is. I guess it like gives you shocks. I don't know. It's not. It's haptics though. It's not a shock. It's a rumble feeling. But
You're gonna put your headset on. Your wife's gonna grab the controllers and shock the shit out of you.
I can see people wrapping around their crotch or something already. It's too funny. But I got to go back tomorrow and see them because I want to do it. I want to. You can wear it, but you're gonna have to strip down like to wear it. You know what I mean? Because it has to be contact and touching your skin. But
That's weird.
and I have video and I have photos. I'm gonna share with everybody once I get a chance here to do that. But you guys got to see the shirt, man. It was no. It's a short sleeve, but you had sensors all the way down to your elbow, so it's like it's about 3/4 length shirt. But yeah, they had sensors in your arms, on your chest. This was like cutting edge, and everybody that came away from that booth was like, "Holy crap, this is the next big B haptics thing." So I'm curious to think like somebody like Alex and B haptics. What do they think about this?
Yeah.
Because now it's not integrated like B haptics is. So there's nothing that's like plug and play here. You have to. But he did say
Development
they
kit
had.
and figure it
They,
out.
he did say that it does connect Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, so you can connect it to your Quest 2 headset by Bluetooth.
But
So
what if nothing supports it? You'd have to do that yourself. Right?
yeah, you basically they're basically giving you all the tools to calibrate it yourself, and they're basically it's got that companion app. So you put an app on your phone, and you could just navigate the app from your phone actually, or they said that you could navigate from inside your headset too to set all the sensors up. But I mean, he said if you just wanted to go into a game and feel wind, you could set the calibrate it up so you could just feel whatever the wind, if the wind was blowing on you or something like that.
Wow, that's cool.
Mm. Yeah, definitely. That video I sent you too. This motion chair they had 4 fans hooked up to it.
The video didn't
Um,
come through.
yeah, sorry. I'll have it up.
It's probably too big. Yeah.
It's probably too big because it was probably like a 5-minute video. But
Well,
it was
Veraza
just
says, "How thick was that shirt?"
it was thin. It was super thin. Like it was
Like
like
a cotton
if you ever
T-shirt.
see, yeah, because the material was like you ever see like one of those lycra shirts or
Like a swim
like one of
shirt
those
almost.
yeah, well, maybe not that tight, but more like you ever see like one of those
Okay.
shirts like that are like breathable shirts, like like a shirt that you would that you can like breathe it, like it doesn't sweat, like a sweat proof shirt, like a
Yeah,
silky
yeah.
material, you know what I mean, or something like that. It was like that. It was just like that. It was that thin. Like it was like
Under Armour
I
kind
couldn't.
of shirt.
Yeah, exactly. I couldn't believe there was sensors in there. Put it that way. And when I unzipped it and opened it up and I saw all the sensors are. I'm telling you, they're like paper thin. These sensors. I mean, they're not like the B haptic sensors. When you touch them, they're like that thick. You know what I mean? You can feel them like that big. These things are like a piece of paper. I mean, it was so cool.
Is that these guys?
No, this is something different too.
Okay.
These guys had a cool thing. The one I was just talking about was called OWO, I think.
Oh, okay.
And my phone just died too, so I was like, I'll try and send you a couple pictures I have, but I don't have it. If you want to look them up, Todd, they're OWO. For the other ones, that one there was pretty cool too. I can't remember the name though. What was just on there, but they have a technology for sensing and not having to actually physically touch anything. So they're talking AR, VR, and eye tracking, which is kind of cool. So they had a couple things. I have a couple videos of those too. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, take a look at this guy. This is the shirt, man. It's like it's like a 3/4 length shirt, and there's sensors, 12 sensors in each shirt. Yeah, yep, that's exactly it. It's super
That's
thin.
neat.
It's you're right, but you're right though. It almost looks like a swim shirt almost.
Yeah, kind of.
And they had a whole bunch of games that it was already integrated into. Yeah.
Crisis Brigade.
Yeah. Hell yeah, man.
So
Can you
it'll be
imagine?
like a B haptics kind of thing where there's probably mods for those that aren't.
Exactly. Yeah. There's nothing like in game where you can just like click on it and it's on. You're gonna have to mod everything in, but they give you all the tools to do it, and I thought which was really cool. And yeah,
That's cool.
I've got all their press kit and I've got everything. But yeah, super impressive, and this is definitely one I'll look to continue with to check out.
Even
And
works
keep.
on flat play, like flat games.
Yep, yep, yeah, absolutely. They were actually somebody was playing something. Was it Valorant or something when I was there
Definitely
watching?
something you couldn't share with anyone, though, right? Because
I asked him
like,
about that. I asked him about cleaning and stuff like that. I'm like, well, this is a
yeah,
shirt you're gonna put it in. And he said that you could actually just put it. You could just put it in and on like a
in the laundry.
a delicate cycle. He said if you could run it through the washing machine on a delicate cycle, or he even said through your dishwasher. You could actually clean it and run it through your dishwasher. So I'm like, I'm impressed, man. That's pretty cool.
That's interesting.
And then I
Yeah.
asked, like, what about the stickiness of those things? How do you,
Yeah.
because once you peel the paper off, he said,
Then what?
it's like one of those things where,
Those 3M gooey pads or whatever that
yeah, or
stay
even when
sticky forever.
even when it gets to the point where it starts to lose some of it as the adhesiveness, he said you kind of wet it, like with a little bit of water, and then pat it down, and it automatically gets sticky again. He kind of compared it to, if you've ever seen some of those dashboard car mounts for your phone.
Oh yeah.
And those, what happens with those is once they start to lose some of their stickiness, you basically take it off and it's like not sticky anymore at all.
Just wash
You
it.
just wet them down, you wash it down and pat it dry, and you put it back on and it sticks like crazy. He basically says it's the same idea. So yeah, super impressed with
cool.
that one too. Yeah. But cool. What's everybody saying here? Because I don't really have much else I could talk to you about. Virtually, Wes says he's never cleaning it. Don't ever clean the shirt. It's not worth it.
Right. Well, I just meant like if there was 2 or 3 people over at your house and you were playing, Prices Brigade, I could take off my B-Haptics vest and give it to you to put on so you could try, right?
Yeah, this one's
It's
a
not
little
like you
different
would do
because
that with the t-shirt.
because again, you have to strip down to wear this thing too. You have to
exactly.
it has to be touching your skin, so it's not something you can kind of put over, over your body. So this is something you're sticky. You strip down naked. And
The
stick it to
VR
your
accessory
chest.
for the first date.
Oh hell yeah! Can you imagine? Hell yeah, Cunny, can you take your shirt off so it's got to touch your skin? I swear to God.
That's all right. That's how it works.
Right? Yeah, Dick Lucas says, try my shirt, please. I'm gonna try this thing, man. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but they're doing demos. I'm gonna go do it tomorrow. I'll figure it out. I'll get naked right in the CES. I don't care.
Strip down. What the hell?
Absolutely. Yeah. Dickle, the CES event is not over. We have one more day left. So we have a day left tomorrow. I will be there all day tomorrow. I've got a meeting with a couple of different companies. We've got a meeting with Raycon, which is a company that makes gaming headsets and like AirPods and stuff like that, that kind of thing. They look pretty impressive.
Earbuds.
And earbuds, yeah. So I'm sorry, I said AirPods, but earbuds, yeah. They do wireless and like Bluetooth, and they do wired. So that's going to be really interesting. Looking forward to talking to them. Again, I'm going to see all the big boys tomorrow: Panasonic, Samsung. I'm probably going to visit with Sony again just so I can talk to some of them. I've talked to a few already, but I'm going to talk to them in general. Bosch is there. I'm going to go see Bosch. Hopefully I'll hear about the Tesla suit. There's a whole bunch of different companies that I'm hoping to see. Smaller companies that maybe you wouldn't know the names of, but
I don't remember. Somebody mentioned a while back here. I'd have to scroll back and see, but wasn't there a color changing car that was there? BMW? Supposed to be there?
Yeah, I have not seen it yet. There's a different part of the convention center that you actually have to travel to, and you actually travel by like it's underground way to get there, and they transport you there in Tesla cars, which is kind of cool. But that's
That's
an
cool.
automotive. It's basically a part of the convention center. That's all that's over there is automotive stuff. So again, not my focus. So I'll try and make it over there just to check it out. But time is going to be limited. It's only open from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. tomorrow, and that ends the show. So I've got to hit the stuff that's in my wheelhouse first. But if I have a chance, I just want to go ride in a Tesla car, man.
Yeah, right.
They
just get over there and be like, "Oh, I changed my mind. I don't want to see this. Drive me back.
Take me back to the Tesla car." They actually talked about at one point they were going to have autonomous cars doing these things, and they were supposed to have that ready for this year, and I guess they weren't ready. They weren't ready, or Las Vegas said they weren't ready to unleash these things and see what could happen. You know what I mean? When you start doing autonomous cars.
Yeah.
I did see a product from a company called Autonomy. It's OTT. I think it was OTT, Autonomy, and they are doing these and they have them actually already in some airports, and they mentioned an airport in Cincinnati, and basically Autonomy. That's the name of them. So they basically have these little these little robots that they deliver stuff, deliver food, deliver items, and they have these compartments that you open with like a sensor in your phone. You scan your phone over the thing, and so basically you could be in an airport and order food from somewhere in the airport, and then the little cart, the guy who runs the food shop will drop it in the cart, and then the cart will actually deliver it right to where you are, and you basically just use your phone to open up the compartment. Yeah, there it is right here, Todd. You're on it, man.
They have them in like Los Angeles and New York.
Yeah.
In New York they have them, and they're just driving around, weather
Yeah.
permitting, obviously.
Yeah,
I've seen some TikTok users going up to them and getting bags of chips and stuff out of them. And
Oh, really? I would love to
Yeah.
check it out and try it, man. This is like the exact video that I just saw too. By the way, this is the video they were
Oh,
showing.
really?
Yeah, I'm like, wow, this video looks real familiar because it's the video I just saw. But it did look pretty cool. I mean, they were showing some outdoor uses with them too. And they were showing
The ones that I've seen on TikTok are smart enough to cross the street when the light turns green, and
yeah, all
very
motion
smart.
all motion sensing. So if somebody walks in front of it, it would stop.
It stops. Yeah.
One of the questions that somebody brought up in the press conference that I did not hear them get around very well was, what if somebody stole it? They're like, well, they're really heavy.
Yeah.
Or what if there was 6 people? You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
if you really wanted to
Heavy.
steal
What's
one
that
of
got to
these,
do with anything? Yeah.
He's like, I guess at that point,
I'm sure it's full of GPS, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You would have to steal it and turn it off instantly, or you'd be tracked.
Yeah, Traveling Man says, couldn't a color changing car just make itself invisible like a chameleon? Can you imagine?
So maybe
that?
you did see it.
I already can't remember where the hell I parked my car. Can you imagine if it was an invisible car? No, I can't find it anymore.
Yeah, right.
Oh man, but yeah, that was pretty cool. I mean, that's the kind of tech that you're going to see here. I mean, everything is not, there's a lot of this stuff is not AR VR. There's a lot of food service. There's a lot of environmental tech here. There's a lot of
Right.
home tech here for like lighting and things like that. There is a lot of gaming stuff. They have a whole section that's just gaming, where you can go see new gaming desks. They have one that's called Glitch Gaming, which are making like these super cool computer desks that are like $5,000, but they look amazing. A lot of this stuff here is just crazy expensive. I saw some racing chairs, like the sim racing rig units. I saw some of those. It looked really amazing. Just a lot of cool stuff like that, man. That I thought was really neat. Which one is that?
That's the color changing BMW.
Yeah, the color change. Yeah, I'm looking forward to taking a look at this. I did not actually see this yet. This may be
ridiculous.
this may be on the show floor, guys. This event, this place is absolutely humongous. I've seen probably a quarter of it so far. That's why tomorrow is going to be so busy to me. What happens is you start talking to these people in the booths, and everything they say is interesting, and they end up talking to them for 20 minutes, a half an hour. If you do that with 5 people, you've blown half your day. So you've really got to kind of move through. And tomorrow, to me, is going to be a lot of burning through, so I can just see as many as I can. So. But that's pretty much it for me, guys. I mean, I know it's late. I don't want to stay on here too long. I just wanted to come on and just say hello, everybody, and just say thanks for all the messages that I've gotten. Saying congratulations for being there. I'm just extremely lucky. I kind of stepped into this. I'm nobody. I'm nobody in any of the VR world or anything like that. We're getting somewhere with the Quest 2 community, because everybody, the people that I'm seeing who see my badge, like, oh, I'm a member of that group, or I mean, I've seen that so many times today.
Oh, that's cool.
So a lot of people are members of the group, especially in I was talking to that were in the VR community. So to me this week it's all about putting our names out there and promoting VR and being an ambassador for VR and Q2C, and as much as we can, in Virtual Strangers too, because a lot of people are I'm telling a lot of people about Virtual Strangers as well. So I just want to say that I'm real happy to be here, and I want you guys to be here next year. Todd, you got to come.
Okay.
You're like, okay. So we're gonna give away some games, guys. We have 2 games to give away tonight. We always end the night on a giveaway, and we got to do something cool. So we have one of our moderators in the Quest 2 community group. She wanted to give a game away. She's just like, she works her ass off for our community, by the way. And she was just like, you and Todd do such a great job. I just want to do something to give back. And she's amazing, and that's Krista Lee. She's probably sleeping right now because she's in Newfoundland, and it's probably pretty late for her. But
and Ernie, isn't that her boyfriend?
Yeah, Ernie Witten is her boyfriend. He's been here a lot too, hanging out with. So yeah, so they donated Thrill of the Fight. So we have a key for Thrill of the Fight to give away tonight, and then we also have a key for Swarm. So I assume anybody that has not commented yet or said anything, and if you're just lurking, get in there and say hi. Just say hey or hi or thanks, Krista, or Todd looks weird with no beard, or anything like that.
I'm pretty sure I got everybody. My jive. I didn't know.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I haven't seen my jive.
Everybody else, I think. Swarm any good? Yeah, maybe.
Swarm's so good, man. So good.
Yeah, I've been populating the list all night, so I think we got everybody. We got more people on the list than we got watching right now, so some more people must have bowed out.
You got Diz here, Paul Fantasy, Wolver Haza, Traveling Man. I didn't even see Diz, man. It's good to see you, man. Thanks for being here. Define Tech. Wes is here. Dickel Salas Pineda is here. Who is now I Am Dickel. I love it, man. Laura is here.
Yeah, couldn't watch on Facebook, so I'm glad he showed up over.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what was the deal with Facebook tonight.
I think I know what the problem was. We had scheduled the event for 4 hours ago, and I think because it passed so long, I think it just deleted the event because I can't even find the old event.
I gotcha. Yeah, that's my fault.
I think it just waited too long.
That's my fault.
That's all right. I couldn't change it, so
this whole thing has been like, do we do this, do we do that, and things were changing constantly on me, and then I was like, what happened was I forgot the freaking time change, and the show goes till 6 o'clock, so I would still be at the show when the normal time was going to start, at 9 o'clock East Coast. I was, the show doesn't even end till then. I'd have to still get back to my hotel. And then this thing came up with all the VR people tonight that I really wanted to be a part of. So sorry for screwing it up, but we'll give away some games and make everybody feel better.
It is what it is. I don't even, it's like midnight here. So
yeah. It's 2:03. It's 2:03 in the East Coast time.
Yeah. All right, so let's give away Thrill of the Fight first.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I was thinking too. Good game, man. Love Thrill of the Fight.
I got a new. Can you guys? Can you hear?
I do not hear it.
Hang on, didn't launch. 1 moment, please.
Jonas says it's 8 a.m. where he is, and Nibelheim is here. He says hi all. Yeah, no problem. Go ahead, take your time. Arriving late to the party.
My music isn't working.
Nibelheim. We'll get you. We'll see if we can get you on the wheel there, Nibelheim. It's snowing heavy here. Technoglitch says in New York. It's not snowing here in Vegas, if you guys can see. I got a nice view of the Vegas Strip. Kind of see it almost a little bit. It's cold though. It's like 40 degrees or something. Let me fix my camera. Yeah, it's like at nighttime it gets down cold here. It gets to like in the 30, like high 30s, low 40s, and at nighttime, and then during the day it's like high 50. So when you're in the sun, it's not bad, but man, you get in the shade, woo, it's cold.
Yeah,
cold.
Right.
It was in Anaheim, California yesterday. It was like 70 was the high, but it was chilly there too. I had actually wore shorts in the morning, and I quickly changed into my jeans because it was chilly. Yo, D, did you live in Vegas? She said she misses those lights. The lights are cool, man. The lights are cool. So like I'm behind me, right here behind me, I think I can see the Wynn is right behind me. The Wynn is right there. And then the big Ferris wheel.
You go, girl.
You go, Daryl. The Stratosphere is to my right over here. And then way over here If you see that the big blue wheel, to the left of that is Bally's and Harrah's and shit like that. And my wife has lost a ton of money this week. And it's not good, man. It's not good. I'm like, could you win a little bit?
You go, girl.
She's not going. Because my wife is here and she can't go to any of these things during the day. So she's like, "What do I do?" And I'm like, "I don't know." She's like, "I'm going to gamble." She did a spa day, and then she's like, "What do I do now?" And I'm like, "I don't know." She's like, "I'm going to gamble."
How about no?
That's what I mean. How about no? Dickle
All right, I think I'm ready.
Dickle Salas Pineda says he's never seen snow in his life. That's crazy. I wish I'd never seen snow in my life. Todd's got about
Yeah, I
4 feet
gotta
of
show
snow.
you something quick then. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely show him. So you guys got to see the picture. Todd has snow in June, right? Is that what you said the other day? He's had snow in June. Did you say sometimes in July too, or no?
Yep, I've been snowed on in a golf course in July.
July, dude, it's like
August.
100 degrees in New York in July sometimes. Like, what's the high you ever get there? Do you get like really hot days too?
Oh yeah, we 36 Celsius.
Which is what?
It's about 90 probably.
Okay, so you can get hot.
95.
Oh, a pinball Hall of Fame out here?
But that's 2 days a year.
Yeah,
We
right.
hit that.
Yeah. You're getting way more snow days than you are nice days.
Oh god, yes. Okay, let me show you a quick picture here. This is my backyard today.
This is crazy, man. Some of the weather that you get. Now you're in
I'm in Canada.
Northwest Canada. So you're like in what's the
Yeah.
Look at this, guys.
Alberta is the
in
province.
Alberta, right? That's what I was thinking. Look at oh my god, dude.
That's part of my backyard.
Where is your backyard? I don't see it.
Yeah, right. And it goes way back there. You just can't see it.
Yeah, right. Oh my god, dude. You showed a picture of you the other day outside with like ice in your beard. I'm like, oh my god, man.
Yeah, I forgot about that picture.
Oh, D, I'm so hungry. I've eaten like she's talking about Chicago pizza. I would eat the crap out of some Chicago pizza right now, man. Oh yeah, oh dude, don't you miss it? Your beard.
I was shoveling snow. I know. Look at that wonderful beard.
Look at that thing. That is a beard of beauty, and now you've got no beard.
It's frozen solid.
I was gonna say, how long were you outside with that beard?
20 minutes.
Oh my god, dude. Oh, the Italian pie with beef. Stop, man. I'm so hungry. I had a chicken nugget today.
Me too.
I ordered like chicken nuggets and fries at the show today, and I ate like 1 nugget and 2 fries, and I had to run back. That's about it.
How about no?
How about no?
All right, here we go with the
now,
wheel.
Does your chin feel weird? Does it feel like you're like all airy?
It's cold.
Yeah.
It's very cold. I don't like it. Let me find the
Diggle
wheel.
says as cold as it gets where he is 15 degrees Celsius.
Oh wow, that's like summer.
Yeah, right. So like if it's like like anywhere near a warm day, Todd's wearing shorts.
Yep. Look at all these new people that are showing up.
Oh yeah, Mark Caldwell jumps in. What's up, Mark? How you doing? We were talking about Mark earlier, right? That was Mark, right?
I don't know. Was it?
I thought it was Mark. We were talking about.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah.
So Mark, I didn't get I didn't get a chance to message you yet, but we had gotten those Song in the Smoke keys that you won from our last show, and Todd contacted them, and they didn't realize they sent us Steam keys instead of Quest keys. So we don't have them yet, but hopefully we'll be getting some Quest keys for those Song in the Smoke keys. So I know you've been trying to decide of what game you want to pick because you don't have a PC and you won Song in the Smoke on Steam. So hopefully soon, if as long as you don't mind waiting a little bit, we'll have some Quest keys for Song in the Smoke for you, buddy. Todd was on it.
Was. And yes, Dylan, you are on the wheel.
Was Dylan here? I didn't even see Dylan.
Yeah, 05X11 Def Bone
that's
Daddy.
right. He's Bone Daddy.
Yep. Okay, here we go. I think I'm ready.
Let's do it.
I even got new music for today.
Oh, nice. Still don't hear any
Get all
music.
this shit out of the way. Yeah, I know. I haven't played it yet. Shut up.
Oh, old school Mario. I like it.
Old school.
That's awesome, man. That's best. I like that part too, man.
I got that one too.
That's hysterical.
It's like it might be Paul Fennessy with the thrill of the fight.
Hey, congratulations, Paul. That's awesome, man. And that's from Krista Lee. So with Thrill of the Fright, man. Thank you, Krista, for doing that. There's no
Paul, send
jump
me
button
a message on Facebook, and I will sort that out with you.
Yep, there you go, Paul. Just message Todd through Messenger, and he will get you all set with a nice gift from Krista. Thank you again, Krista. I appreciate it.
All
Can't
right,
jump in
last
VR.
one.
No jumping in VR.
No jumping in VR.
Not with Mario. No
Why
Mario
is
in
Mario
VR.
not jumping?
Why is
Yeah.
Mario not in VR? Nintendo.
Yeah, right. Totally. All right, let's do one more spin. This one is for Swarm, right?
Yeah, let's do Swarm, man. Such a good game.
It is such a good game.
I brought my Quest 2 with me. I could play some Swarm tonight. Todd went with the bad part right up there.
Look at that timing. Oh no, I think we lost Eric. So Alex Koenig from YouTube, you won a key for Song and Smoke. Oh, I see you. I don't hear you. You can, if you are on Facebook, you can send me a message on Facebook as well, and we'll get that sorted out. If you are not on Facebook, you can email mashdaddycool@gmail.com. Should be popping up in chat. And we'll get you the key as well. Oh, there he is. I think he's back. Can't hear you. We'll give Eric a minute here and see if he can sort out his audio issues. Eric's at 1 frame per second. That's exactly right. Another first-time winner, Alex, which is always nice to see. I didn't even see Dracurius is here. That's one of our moderators from Germany, I think. Belgium, maybe? Where are you from? I don't remember. Everybody can hear me okay, right? Germany. Yeah, I thought so. He said Techno Glitch won a hoodie. I don't know if I heard that. Yeah. Oh, Belgium's Jasper. That's right. I knew one of you was from Belgium as well. So. Thanks, D. I wasn't sure if audio was breaking up for both of us or just for Eric, but it sounds like it's just Eric that's having issues.
For me,
I
Todd.
can see you. Oh, there we go.
Can you?
I can hear you.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah. You're a little janky, but I can hear you.
Yeah, sorry, man. I don't know what's going on here. Some of the internet must be crapping out. I guess that means it's time to go. So it's a good time to go. Yeah. So I'll just say this, guys. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. I appreciate it. I hope that you got a chance to see some cool stuff. Everybody that was here so late, that's awesome. Thanks for being here. I apologize we had to mess with the show. Come see us on Virtual Strangers on Saturday. I don't know what time we're going to go live, but it'll be at some point. And we will recap what we did for the 2021 show at the end, and then regularly scheduled programming after that. You'll see Strangers in the Night on Wednesday, and then me and Todd will be back here with probably some more cool stuff that I got a chance to see at CES that we'll recap. And then we've got some new news, man. So sadly, it's Bradley is putting some more stuff out there about Quest 2 Pro and Quest 3. So we're gonna have some news, and I'll put my ear to the ground while I'm here too, see if I can find any information out from some of the people around.
Bradley's
here.
at the show, isn't he?
He is at the show. I saw him on press night on Monday. I haven't actually seen him since then. So maybe the content creators meet up tomorrow. So hopefully we'll get a chance to see Bradley. And if he does go to it, trust me, I will be all over him. He's gonna be like, "Please leave me alone."
Yeah, for sure.
He's gonna be like, "Please leave me alone. I just want to have a drink." But yeah, we'll do that. But yeah, regularly scheduled programming after that, guys. Again, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Todd, thank you for basically doing everything that you did this week. I mean, you have basically been taking care of everything. So you rock, man.
No worries.
Appreciate it. And then next year we'll all be here. I promise.
Yeah, for sure. Sounds like fun.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot.
All right,
thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week. Take it easy.
Have a good night.